Alexander looking for options up front. Finds Macken, trying to find Healy. That's a poor ball. Chance for the Gills to attack. Spun away will be Murdoch's. Oh, Murdoch's missed it. And if Honora's got one-on-one with Lucas. Oh, great save by Lucas. Gooden's in there. Well, it might fall for Browning on his right foot. And he finds the corner of the net. David Lucas is not happy. He thinks he's been obstructed. But the referee has given the goal, and after 14 minutes, Gillingham take the lead. Chance again for the Gills, to the back post, 3 players, nobody's closing them down. Might fall for Ashby. Oh, he's killed it around the unsighted David Lucas to make it 2-0 to Gillingham after only 17 minutes. Murdoch holding up Honora. Oh, missed by Rankin, and Browning has smashed it in from 16 yards to give Gillingham a 3-goal lead. Patterson. Oh, it's a nice ball in. Oh, that's a great one looking for Smith. A chance for Smith on his right foot. Off the post, Honora. And that makes it 4-0 for Gillingham. Same score as last season. And Preston have got no answer to this Gillingham side. Bartram. Knocking it long. Edwards with the header. Oh, the referee's there. Pulled up for a free kick. Patterson. Well, he's carried on his run, Patterson. Oh, Murdoch's knocked it straight back into his path. And he might fall for Gooden. And Ty Gooden finds the corner of the net. 5-0 to Gillingham.
You know, if you look down to the period that served North End best in the game, was when the ball was with Carter out on the right hand side and the cross coming in. Since that's dried up.
Well, that looked clearly handball. Darren Byfield clearly handled the ball. The linesman right in front of him, but Walsall have scored. In it comes, near post, keeper stays on his line, flaps a little bit, and North End have another corner. Oh, it's a good ball for Graham Alexander. It's in, is it? Yes! Colin Murdoch scores for North End. And that's the fillip that North End needed. Supporters and players alike. 3 minutes gone in the second half. Preston North End 1, Walsall 1.
Super goal. They've got to make this early pressure pay.
Anderson whipping it in right-footed, looking for Macken, but the ball's been cleared away. Well, Gregan loses out in that challenge. It falls for Tony Bird, but Murdoch stood off him, and so does Michael Jackson. They thought it was going to be offside, but Tony Bird finishes with a plum. Right-footed free kick. Oh, Jackson won the header but got shoved in the back by Sean Gregan. It's fallen for Shilton. Chance to whip the ball in. Away by Jackson. There's a claims for handball, but the ball's been whipped into the far post. Might fall for Bird. And Tony Bird gets the second goal for Harriers. And the third division side now lead 2-0. That's a good header by Murdoch. Well won by Anderson. It's a chance now for Jon Macken on his left foot. And Jon Macken pulls one back for North End. And they needed that goal. It's richly deserved as well. It was a great header from Colin Murdoch onto Ian Anderson. And when he comes to Jon Macken, he only had one thing in his mind, to put that ball in the back of the net. Keane. Alexander. Regan's got his hand up on the far side. Oh, he's been out jumped by Paul Anderson. Comes to Healy. Oh, it's a great strike, great save. And Gallagher has put the ball over the line, has he? The referee has given the goal. A flag from the linesman. And Kevin Gallagher has equalised for North End. But what a strike from David Healy. Caught that one superbly on the volley. And quick reaction from Kevin Gallagher forces the ball over the line. Alexander with the corner. Jackson! And Michael Jackson has surely won it now in extra time. North End finally go 1 goal in front. A great corner from Graham Alexander, and Jackson leaping above everybody to power the header home.
Danny Butterfield. Oh no, he wanted a runner. Town asking for handball, they haven't got it. Gotta be, yes! 1-0! Jonathan Rowan, 25 minutes gone. It's Rowan again. Driven onto the penalty spot, 2 men coming. Oh, it's a good goal. We didn't pick him up. Murdoch. The corner kick was driven between the 6-yard box and the penalty spot. And on the edge of the 6-yard box, it's Murdoch who picked it up. Danny Butterfield. Bit of puffing and grunting. Paul Groves miscued it. Straight through the middle. Town looking around a little bit. Great effort. Oh, it's a great effort. David Healy. Little bit of indecision. David Healy came straight through the middle. That puts Preston North End 2-1 up. Well, they're well happy. So they should be. Campbell. Well done by him. Down the line, looking to lay it up. Has to go back to Danny Butterfield. Cross comes in, it's nasty. Oh, almost an own goal. Colin Murdoch almost putting past his own man. Great ball in by Danny Butterfield. Offside has been given, I think. Well, the linesman wants a word with the referee about something. Wayne Bennett was saying there was some pulling. Now let's see. Penalty. Penalty kick. Yep. 2 apiece. Good penalty. Right into the corner.
Well then, Lucchetti has to deal with a bad bouncing ball that just rather kicked off the surface. Barry Murphy commits himself, and here's Mackenoff who's got a chance to cross, but Lucchetti does well. Shot coming in, brilliant strike from Neil Shipley, and you've got to say Wimbledon deserved that. North End disjointed, out of sorts, and Wimbledon deservedly going into the lead. Graham Alexander and Michael Keane over the ball. That's not 10 yards, is it? That is nowhere near 10 yards. Chipped in towards Steve Basham. It'll fall for Michael Keane. Brilliant goal from Michael Keane. Well, what a strike. The boy from Dublin equalises for North End. 18 minutes gone in the second half. North End won. Wimbledon won.
Well, he needed something special, Howard. And that was, he took it superbly, didn't he?
Yeah, I just seen coming across. I'm not sure if it was Kimball or not, but the ball bounced and set up like from your right foot and that. And I've gone to like strike it with my right foot, but I brought it back inside, and then someone else came across and I brought it inside again and just had a pop like and curled it around the keeper.
Can North End take advantage of this one? The players certainly deserved a goal. McKenna has gone into a very, very, very interesting position himself. He comes across. Yes! It's Chris Lucchetti, is it, who's scored for North End. It was a relatively straightforward ball into the box. Chris Lucchetti scores his first goal for the club. He's played wide to Lee Naylor. That's a dangerous looking ball in, North End. Oh, it's in. It's Andy Sinton, it's over the head of David Lucas, and after just 2 minutes of the second half, Wolves have the equaliser. shambles. Complete shambles. David Lucas. An easy take.
There's Hayes in the middle. It's going to be too far, too long, but he managed to get there. He needs a bit of support now. Oh, it's not a bad ball. There's Roberts. Plays it squid to Mellon. Oh, he turns to his right. Look there. Here's Kumas. Still Kumas. Plays it inside. Goal 10. Yeah, that's a super goal there by the number 16, Sean Flynn. What a brilliant turn there by Kumas. Flynn gives it to Mellon. He's got a turn. He's going to be pushed back. Henry flicks it forward. Yatesy. Oh, it nearly fell. I'll tell you, it nearly fell for Barlow. That's a super goal. Oh, that's a view by Kumas. That is a corner. At the moment, Tremier are taking Preston apart. Preston pushing forward. It's one back. Preston have got one back right back in this game. It's Tremier 2, Preston North End 1. Not fit by Flynn. Here's Hay. Not a bad ball. Here's Henry. Here's Barlow. Surely Shuey. Yes, he's made it 3. I know he's going to, he's going to be careful. Great. Mellon makes it number 4. It's Tremier 4, Preston 1, they're taking them apart.
Moylan with the kick. The ball just runs out of play. It's a fairly staid start to the game, to say the very least. And that might just fall for Cartwright. He's done well. Players slipping on the surface. Back for Alexander. We're looking for a decent cross. It is a decent cross. It's in! And it's Ian Anderson. The players are, well, the Millwall defence like statues. Ian Anderson saw the opportunity. Delightful cross at Alexander. We're in the 2nd minute only. North End 1, Millwall 0.
And he got off to a tremendous start, a goal after just 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's right. I think it was Dave rolled the ball back to me. I've whipped it in. Ian Anderson's come steaming in. It's a great header. It's got us on our way.
Macken shows good strength. Should be Albion's ball. Well played by Appleton, but McKenna's well. That's a good looking ball to Cresswell. Chance. He's beat Butler. He's on his left foot. Cresswell. Oh, good hands by Russell Holt. Chance on the back post maybe for Jon Macken, but from that angle I think the shot was always the best option. Well done by Russell Holt. Safe hands there. Preston's real first chance of the game. Good header by Lucchetti. McInnes has done well. Again, McInnes, chance to carry the ball forward. He's got Dobie in front of him. Looks for the ball to Taylor. Lucchetti, only for Scott Dobie, must be! Scott Dobie, yes! Scott Dobie, great finish! Chris Lucchetti got in front of his man, only got the ball as far as Scott Dobie. Carried the ball forward, and a precision finish, tripping the on-rushing keeper. It's West Bromwich Albion 1, Preston North End 0. Scored 5 times in his first 7 games for Preston, did David Healy. Certainly a live wire striker, signed for Manchester United. Plenty of pace, again something Albion will have to be wary of. Looks like he's took up a position on the right hand side at the minute. Preston keeping maybe a 4-4-2 shape. Dobie chasing hard against Lucchetti. Lucchetti's made a mistake. Dobie's through, chance for the second! Oh, Scott Dobie, what a finish! This lad really is something special. A mistake by Chris Lucchetti and Scott Dobie. I mean, people talk about Lee Hughes, but I tell you what, this lad looks a better prospect to me. It's West Bromwich Albion 2, Preston North End 0.
Here is Macken. Again, it's Rankin going into the centre. Gregan. Options to his left. Rob Edwards. Oh, good strike! Magnificent goal! Rob Edwards with an absolute screamer.
Well, Preston deserve it the way they've started the second half. And just look at here, you've got Gill and you've got Sonner, and both are sluggish in getting to him. It allows him the room, and when you've got a left foot like that, why not? That was as sweet as a nut. Great, great strike.
Well, we've struggled to say that game has deserved a goal of that quality, but we've got it.
Good atmosphere inside the ground, and considering that it is an unusual evening for North End to choose, and it is competing with live television on terrestrial TV tonight. It looks to be an excellent crowd inside Deepdale, although having said that, Norwich City have not exactly broken all records in terms of their away support tonight. Mark Rankin laying it off to Rob Edwards. Great ball for Rankin. Oh, he's given a penalty. Mark Rankin is bundled over as he went through, and Mr. Keane pointed immediately to the spot. Well, we've been playing just around about a minute on the clock. It will be Mr. Reliability himself, Graham Alexander. Missed one last time against Birmingham City. What will he do? He scores! Great penalty. Graham Alexander, dead eye from the spot. North End have just the start they were looking for. But in terms of the space they're finding in and around the Norwich City box, good header from Cartwright, and it's indecision again. Jon Macken, chance for Jon Macken. He's there from Jon Macken, and that's why he's valued at £4 million. He picked the ball up from a terrific challenge in midfield. The thing's tending to open up for him. He still had defenders around him, but what a finish. Preston North End 2, Norwich City 0. Well, the corner comes in, keeper stays where he is. Comes for David Healy. It's in! Rob Edwards has got North End's third, and Norwich City in total disarray. Rob Edwards scores his second goal in successive games. North End 3, Norwich City 0. Out wide for Lee Cartwright, who's done so much running in this first half. It's not true. In it goes. Chance for Jon Macken. He's there. It's 4-0, and it's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Jon Macken second. Preston North End fourth. Preston North End 4. Norwich City 0.
Rain getting slightly heavier here in Hertfordshire. Short it goes to Alexander. A lot of white in the centre for him. Goes for handball. That's a great save. Macken! Preston take the lead. Jonathan Macken with his third in the week. There are no boos now for the man who wants to leave Preston North End.
Well, Ketty's done all the damage. I mean, Watford don't deal with him in the far post. It's a good header down. There was an appeal for a handball that it might have come off Wouter's hand. I thought Barton did ever so well, really, to follow up from Ketty. I mean, that's his poacher's dream. I mean, that's what you want from a striker like Macken. Anything that's going to break in the box like that, he wants to be on top. And look at him there, unmarked, 6-yard box. Barton, good save. Spillage, easy from Macken.
Glass. No call at all from Gregan.
He might live to regret that, you know. I don't know whether Mylan has shouted to him, but surely Gregan knew nobody was behind at that stage. He was practically on the end line when he headed it.
It was from a corner that we had our only goal of the game, from that end of the pitch. Glass to take it. Cox is in the area. It's towards Cox. And in. It's an own goal, I think.
I don't know know which one of them got it, Guy, but it's certainly a known goal. I mean, you've got both Jackson and Luchetti, and have gotten in each other's way, both facing goalwards. And I think it was Michael Jackson that got the decisive touch.
Oh, he's got the better of Paul McKenna, looking for options. He's found Ashton, and Ashton finds the corner of the goal. And Crewe Alexander take a 1-goal lead. Alexander into Healy. Oh, that's a great ball for Lee Cartwright. Oh, he's pulling back to Rankin, and Mark Rankin equalises for North End. A great ball from David Healy through to Lee Cartwright. Once he got to the byline, he was looking for his options, and there was Mark Rankin to tuck the ball home. And Hulse with the header. Oh, and Hulse has won it in the dying seconds. Crewe Alexander has snatched all 3 points.
But if I was Peter Shreves, or even David Moyes, I'd be complaining about the state of the pitch. Absolute disgrace that the pitch was watered. Players are sliding and falling about all over the place. No need for it. They've been a perfect header by St. Oh, it's there! McKenna on for Anderson, and the scorer of the goals, Gerald Sabon, I think got a knock, so Dipidia comes on. Michel Dipidia, the Italian. And Maddox under pressure from David Healy, rousting Mr. Evans. The Danny Maddox, tower of strength in defence, gives away a opening corner. Yes, sir! Mark Rankin makes it 1-1 within a minute of the start. Just what Dr. Moyes ordered.
Score for Preston North End, number 8, Mark Rankin.
Oh, hey sir! Macken, creasing on the near post. And Preston go 2-1 in the lead. Well, Macken scores his 4th goal of the season.
No challenge there on goal tip. David Moyes will be asking 1 or 2 questions about that one, no doubt. Chatto. Oh, great ball in, Huckabee's here, and it's there. It's so easy. Momentary lapse of concentration, and North End go behind. 37 minutes gone. Manchester City 1, Preston North End 0. He's done, and Edwards does well and receives the ball back. Does really well. Gregan does well to keep the ball going forward. Real chance for North End. Here's Rankin. He slips. He's still got the ball though. He plays it wide for Graham Alexander. On for Macken. Plays standoff Macken, and here's Alexander in some space. Decent looking ball in. Yes! David Healy scores the equaliser for Preston North End. A delightful ball in. The City defence motionless. David Healy wasn't. Wham! Back of the net, 5 minutes in the second half. Preston North End 1, Manchester City 1. Macken with a... It's in! Jonathan Macken has scored an outstanding goal! Can you believe that? 21 minutes played, second half, and what a piece of opportunism from Jonathan Macken. Well, truly outstanding. Preston North End 2, Manchester City 1. 7 minutes on the clock and North End certainly on the ascendancy. Good ball for Healy. Back to Alexander and simple to Gregan. In he goes. Macken's there. Macken scores again. Well, it's taken 7 minutes, but a delightful ball in from Sean Gregan. Sheffield United defence absolutely static. Preston North End 1, Sheffield United 0. It's Jon Macken. Always a danger, of course. North End playing 2 games in 48 hours. It's the sort of intensity you'd expect over a Christmas or Easter period. But such is the situation with television these days, as North End have a chance with Rankin now taking the ball on. Knocks it for McKenna. McKenna might think about a shot. He's teed it up for Macken. Ball's run away from Macken a little bit, but North End keep possession. Macken in space now. Shot comes in. Healy will score. North End second. Mistake from Simon Tracy. David Healy in like a flash. North End have the second. We've played 29 minutes of this first half. North End 2, Sheffield United 0. Rankin will get there, and he just knocks a simple ball through for Lee Cartwright. On for Graham Alexander. Alexander still has it. Wide for Cartwright, and it comes. Cresswell's there at the back. It's in. Kevin Gallagher makes it 3. Richard Cresswell deserves something better for his header, but terrific predatory play from Kevin Gallagher makes the score. Preston North End 3, Sheffield United 0. Well, credit Lee Cartwright again.
Healy has been able to sneak the ball away from Hiley. Alexander offering good support. He's got 4 to pick out on the edge of that penalty area. And one of them is Cartwright. And Lee Cartwright has given Preston North End the lead in the 2nd minute of first half stoppage time. Alexander with a cross in, and that was a good header by Cartwright, stretching well inside the penalty area.
That's a nice ball, looking for Carsley, looking for Hughes. Oh, it's a great chance there for Coventry City. A great ball there through to Lee Carsley, but the danger's not clear yet. Well, that's over Cartwright's head. Thompson. Oh, Thompson's found a bit of room, and he's found a bit of room and found the corner of the net. And Coventry City take the lead. A superb strike from Thompson, right-footed, finds the bottom corner of the goal, and Coventry City take a 1-goal lead. Kidd. He's looking for the run of Rankin. Oh, Rankin might have a chance here to strike with his right foot. Oh, great covering tackle there from Richard Shaw. And Mark Rankin thought he was well away there for a chance to equalise for Preston North End. Alexander with a corner. Off Lekete! Oh, and I think it's come off Richard Cresswell. He's claiming the goal. I think he brushed his chest and he went in the back of the net. But what a superb header from Chris Lekete from Graham Alexander's corner. Towering above everybody to power the header down. But a slight deflection of Richard Cresswell. And North End on level terms. Hughes out jumped. McKenna. Well, he's been brushed off the ball. Hughes. Still Hughes. Oh, and it might fall for Thompson. Oh, it's Thompson again. And Preston North End have not learned the lesson from the first half when Thompson opened the scoring. And he's done it again, this time from further out. But it looks like a better goal for the Country City man. Alexander. Cartwright. Macken makes a run on the far side. But it's cleared away. Oh, Cartwright does well. He beats Shaw, falls for Rankin. Back to Alexander. Chance for Gregan to dink it forward. Might fall for Cresswell. And Richard Cresswell gets his second goal of the game. And it's an equaliser for Preston North End. And what a great ball in there from Sean Gregan. Cresswell found the space and just deflected it past the keeper into the bottom corner of the net. We're now on level terms.
Onto Tim Flowers' favoured right foot. And there's space here for Scott Taylor. And Rankin does really well. Healy will open it out for Ryan Kidd. On for Jon Macken. Back inside for Paul McKenna. Real chance for North End. It's in from David Healy. North End have taken the lead. We're in the 11th minute. Preston North End 1, Stockport County 0, and a superb move.
Magnificent goal. Well, that's just the first example, Howard, of the slick passing movements.
Oh, what a great ball from Jon Macken into the path of Graham Alexander. Cartwright will just take this on. It's come through for David Healy. It's there once again. David Healy gets his second goal. Does he get his second goal? Well, we wait to see whether the goal has been given. And certainly North End are lining up as though the second goal has been given. We played just over 28 minutes and North End have a 2-goal lead, and it's a red card. Stockport County, the match in tatters for them. And it's a bit of a training ground routine at the moment. Oh, the ball breaks down, but Gregan will win it back. A real chance for Paul McKenna. We need a decent ball in. It comes from Macken, who took it off the head of Lee Cartwright. Excellent play from North End. I know it's against 10 men, but 10 men sometimes fight harder than... David Healy's there! Yes! It's that hat-trick I was talking about. And would you believe it? On 37 minutes, David Healy has a hat-trick. Preston North End 3, Stockport County 0. Here's Alexander then with North End's second corner kick of the half. Let's see if we can do better with this one. It seems to be. Laquetti's there. It's number 4, and it's Chris Laquetti's second goal in 2 games. Well, I'll pause at that point because still doubt about the Coventry City strike, but he's certainly on the score sheet today to make it Preston North End 4, Stockport County 0.
Well, we're just keeping the pressure on nicely.
It's McKenna. Tricky stuff from Paul McKenna. In comes the cross. It's going to be a layoff. No, it's not a layoff. It's Richard Cresswell with number 5. North End go now. Only 1 hour played of this contest, Preston North End 5, Richard Cresswell with the 5th, Stockport County 0.
Well, that's what confidence is all about, isn't it?
37 minutes played. Gallagher will chase down Tim Flowers. Oh, good play from... Here's a chance for Cresswell. He's been set away by... He's still going, Richard Cresswell. He's still going, Richard Cresswell. It will fall for Paul McKenna, will it? Yes, it does. It's number 6. And it was a delightful move, which ended with a delightful finish. Side foot stuff from Paul McKenna. Well, we've still got 7 minutes left, and it's North End 6, Stockport County 0.
It was just nice to score, one, but when the second one went in, everybody knows good strikers, want to get hat tricks, and luckily the day I did.
Just tell us how you felt when that third one went in, though.
That's a great thing, especially scored the rebuild town end. There's a lot of fans in there today, give us great support, so it's just nice to score, one, but it's even nice to score 3.
And just the final question, have the lads signed the match ball for you?
They've all signed the match ball, and I think the gaffer's put on it, it's about time, so it's one I'll treasure.
42 minutes gone, and I'm pretty sure that David Moyes will just want to get his side in at half-time, still level, and sort things out. Townend appeal for a push on Graham Alexander, not given. In comes the cross, Murdoch's there, it's going to be a goal for Barnsley. And that really is a wake-up call for North End. And you've got to say that Barnsley thoroughly deserved that lead. No advantage played once again. And Mr. Hall's principle is, if in doubt, whistle. Throw into North End. The ball from Alexander, in comes the cross, it's in from Mark Rankin. Rankin with his 3rd goal of the season. He got up very well to head it, well, I won't say firmly past Kevin Miller, but the ball ended up in the back of the net. And after 53 minutes of this game, North End are level. Preston North End 1, Barnsley 1. Barnsley take the ball forward. On it goes, looking for Lumsden. Lumsden with the cross, it's a decent one in. And it's in. It's all too easy. And this time it's Alex Neil who scored for Barnsley. Just when North End are back in it, level. Barnsley score the second goal. 13 minutes played of the second half. North End 1, Barnsley 2. On it goes for Cresswell, who's surely fouled there. Taken quickly for Alexander. He's in! Richard Cresswell scores the goal for North End that brings Deepdale to his feet. 2 minutes of normal time to be played. Richard Cresswell does it again. Preston North End 2, Barnsley 2.
It's a good cross in by Alexander. Macken. McKenna. Charged down by Summerbit. Forest on the attack through Janus. Harewood to his left. Brutton in support. Harewood's going to try and go it alone. Janus. Can he turn and shoot? That's a great... Oh, what a finish by Jermaine Janus on the edge of the box.
Well, that's superb.
Orchestrated by Richard Cresswell. Has he done that before?
I'll give him 9 out of 10 for that effort there. But Forest's wingers, especially Nicholson, will be down this right-hand side. I'll break off for a moment. A good cross coming in there, and it's an equalising goal there. A great header coming in there, and it looks like it's Richard Cresswell who had just had a go out of the dive, and it's his the foul on him which put the free kick, crossed in, and Cresswell was there to steer the header past Gavin Ward in the goal there.
Murdoch just doesn't get a full head on the ball. It's come out to Jess. Inside for Blake, who lost it then won it back. Oh, that's a magnificent goal from Robbie Blake. North End didn't close the men down. And a super strike from Robbie Blake. It's given Bradford City the lead on 25 minutes. Preston North End 0. Bradford City 1. David Healy, in on goal, David Healy. Oh, it must be. It's a penalty. And it will be Graham Alexander who will go for the ball. Graham Alexander, which way will he put it? It's in. Well, it was a bit of a weak effort. Aidan Davison dived over the ball, but North End supporters won't mind that, because Graham Alexander has scored his second of the season, his second spot kick. It's North End 1, City 1. Two corners in quick succession. Healy's come for the short one. It's played in, it's headed clear though. Here's Morrison, who's just trying to relieve the pressure on the Palace goal. Oh, and it's a chance for Freeman. It must be 1-0. It is 1-0, and it's a sucker punch for North End. It's 15 minutes on the clock. Crystal Palace have taken the lead. North End go behind once again in the game. North End 0, Crystal Palace 1. There's a chance. It's in! Cresswell has done it again. Richard Cresswell in a rich vein of form, goal scoring wise. 6 minutes in the second half. Once again, North End come from behind, and the second half is set up nicely. North End 1, Palace 1. And plays it to Alexander in space. On it goes, chance for Cresswell. Oh, his penalty is given. Richard Cresswell was dragged back by the goalkeeper, and North End, for the second successive game, have a penalty. Graham Alexander, his third penalty of the season, 2 out of 2 so far. Scores for Preston North End. Graham Alexander, his second penalty in successive matches. This time it was convincing. North End have the lead. Preston North End 2, Crystal Palace 1.
Well, no more than you deserve. And appropriate that it was Cresswell who won it, Howard.
Edwards, Healy and Alexander standing over the ball. But I think it'll be David Healy who will take this one. It is Healy, he's taking a deflection, and it's in the back of the net. I think it's come off Santos, but who cares? North End have taken the lead, and David Healy shot, deflected off Santos, wrong-footed the keeper, and found its way in the back of the net. Lucas. That's a good flick on with Cresswell. He's carrying on his run if he can be found. Oh, it's still Richard Cresswell. And Richard Cresswell makes it 2-0 to Preston North End. A superb strike, and it all stemmed from the goal kick from David Lucas. Fired the ball on, he flicked it on Cresswell to Healy, got the return pass, and when he was on one-on-one with the keeper, he knocked into the corner of the net. Santos. And Love, first time ball up, looking for Pesci-Salido. Still Pesci-Salido, he's got a strike! Oh, he's got a goal back for Sheffield United. Paul Pesci-Salido gave David Lucas in a North End goal no chance. Alexander with a corner, looking deep. Always a chance now for United to break. It's Paul Pesci-Salido. Sufo's making a good run. Chance for Sufo. Oh, it might fall for Santos. And United are back on level terms. George Santos, after a pass from Sufo, has equalised for Sheffield United.
In it comes, it's a dangerous looking one in. And it's gone in, and it's a complete nightmare of a goal as far as North End are concerned. And it looks to be Arthur Noher who got the touch. It was a wicked in-swinging ball. Lucas didn't come. The defenders were motionless, and Arthur Noher got the touch. North End 0, Burnley 1. Oh dear me. And Lee Cartwright's fault, North End, given the ball away. One goal was sloppy, the second goal was a defensive calamity. Burnley 2, North End 0. Forward it goes, too close to the keeper. Keeper's blocked it, it's in! It's a terrific strike from Paul McKenna. And that is just the answer Preston North End were looking for. The Clarets are silenced and North End are back in it. North End 1, Burnley 2.
Well, a superb finish, wasn't it? It was another defensive mistake. That young man's played well and a good ball.
Chance for Steve Basham. Oh, it must be. And it's a penalty. North End have a penalty kick. And Nick McCopoulos must be in big trouble. He's already scored 2 penalties this season, Graham Alexander. What will he do? He scores for Preston North End. Preston North End 2, Burnley 2.
Well, if there's a better penalty taker in the league, Howard, I've yet to see him. Big game. 2-1 down to your local rivals, in front of their supporters. Does he bottle it? Not a chance. Superb penalty. 2 apiece. Game on.
15 minutes played in this second half. Here's Noher, the scorer. First goal. And he scored. What has happened? It is a goal, but not to see what the referee was doing there. Noher gets his second.
So a good, bright start for the home side in the opening 3 minutes here at Millmoor. Corner swung in. Oof! Hesser! McIntosh had the first stab at it. Just over 2.5 minutes. And McIntosh makes it 1-0 with his 3rd goal of the season.
There's Laketti. Needs to use the ball and does do. Alexander. North End have given it away, but it falls for Jon Macken. Is this a chance? Oh, it's another top-class save. How many times? It's going to be one of those games, and the North End will not score this afternoon. It's just unbelievable.
Well, that was top drawer, wasn't it?
Free kick to Wolves, just inside the North End half. Also great ball looking for Sturridge. Oh, Sturridge has chipped it over David Lucas in the North End goal. And Wolverhampton Wanderers are 1-0 in the lead. Also poor control from Blake, picked up by Alexander. A superb ball out the far side looking for Anderson. Macken. Rankin. Found his way back again this side to Graham Alexander. Healy. Oh, it's a great turn by Healy, and that's a superb finish by David Healy. After knee build-up play by North End, switching it from both sides. It's Alexander's ball into Healy. Great chest down. When he's back to goal, he managed to swivel on his left foot and curl it into the corner of the net. Oh, it's a poor pass, looking for Sturridge. Healy. Good ball out to the far side, looking for Ian Anderson. Rob Edwards is going across to give Anderson a hand, but he might not need it. Still Anderson, still Anderson! Oh, it's a great finish from Ian Anderson, and Preston North End have taken the lead. It was a good intercepted pass by Graham Alexander that led to the goal. He fed David Healy. Healy onto Anderson, and Rob Edwards, he took a defender away with his overlapping run, and from there in, it was all Ian Anderson. He managed to beat two players and then curl the ball into the corner of the net. Again, Wolves come forward. Blake trying to lay the ball off. Regan. Back to Lucas. Oh, it's come off Blake. And an unfortunate goal for Preston North End. And Blake makes it 2-0 for Wolves. Anderson's corner. Healy with the header. Oh, he's found the back of the net. And I think it might have come off Sean Gregan. He's claiming the goal. He says it's come off his thigh. But a great corner in from Graham Alexander. It was Healy's header. He had nodded it down. And Sean Gregan gets the final touch off his thigh into the back of the net. Back enough. Wally's making a good run. Chance with his left foot. Oh, it's great close down play there from Lee Cartwright. The corner kick to Wimbledon. Only 2 minutes left on the clock. It'll be Ardley to whip it in with his right foot. Away by Lucchetti. Chance. Oh, it's falling for Shipley. And he's put the ball in the back of the net. And surely that has won the game for Wimbledon. Francis into Shipley. Well played by Rankin. McKenna. Back to Murdoch. Oh, that's a poor ball. He might fall for a Mack enough. Taking out to his left foot. And Ajimong finishes the game off. And surely now that wraps up the point for Wimbledon. Angel. Good ball looking for Rack. Rack's clear! And Rack scores! Rack, for the first time, has got clear of his marker and was able to smash the ball to the back of the net past the despairing arms of David Lucas. And Darren Rack open to scoring for Walsall, pretty much against the run of play, I must say. And Preston now have got it all to do this afternoon. A chance now for North End to make their extra man superiority count. Roper with the header. Bashu, McKenna with the cross in, away by Brightwell. Edwards. That's a good ball on the far side to Ian Anderson. Rack goes across to close him down. Anderson cuts in again onto his right forward. Strike and scores a goal! Ian Anderson equalises a minute after Walsall had got back down to 10 men. And Ian Anderson, with his right foot, cutting in from the left-hand side, smashes the ball into the back of the net. A goal that Preston richly deserved. And we're now back on level terms. Murdoch.
Oh, Basham's made a good run down the centre if he can be found. Basham, still Basham! Go on, Basham! Yes! Steve Basham! Well, it was a great run from Steve Basham. He left his marker. He good control on the ball. Beat 2 players. Smashed the ball into the roof of the net.
Edwards to Keane. Back to Edwards. Healy, quick look up by Healy, might find scorer. Oh, it's a great chance for Eric Scorer. And Eric Scorer has fired Preston North End into the lead. Great build-up play by North End. And it's that man Healy who had a quick look up, seeing Scorer coming in from the right-hand side. He chested the ball down, and a one-on-one chance with the keeper, just dinked it over Packham in the Brighton goal. And North End have got a 1-goal lead. Lucas. Anderson's been out-jumped, might fall for Edwards. Macken, oh, good control from Jon Macken. Still Macken, it's a strike! Oh, and Packham in the Brighton goal has certainly flapped at that one. And North End have taken a 2-goal lead. Great play from Jon Macken. First time control, beat 3 players. From 25 yards out, had a quick look up before he had a strike. But Packham in the goal should have done better.
Paul McKenna shows his quality there. First time ball from, well, it's a poor cross. I don't know whether it is the conditions, Andy, but it was a poor ball after a spectacular ball from McKenna.
Yeah, but it didn't need a floating ball. We've just seen our Bartram can pluck him out of the sky, so just watch here now.
Opportunity, and it's in. Well, this is our old friends Gillingham doing to us what they've done over the years. Just soak up the pressure. They're not bothered about North End having possession, but on 28 minutes they've taken the lead, and it's the first real attempt at goal. North End 0, Gillingham 1. Here's Edwards, another ball into the area. It's again easy for the Gillingham defence. Chris Laketti gets his head to the ball, but and Gillingham will hit North End on the break, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if they don't score a second goal. Yes, there it is. Well, welcome to daylight robbery part 2 at Deepdale this afternoon, because Gillingham are going to secure all 3 points. Cregan's up now. It's in. It was a mistake from Sean Cregan. It skimmed off the head of the North End captain, and Sheffield United have taken the lead. 14 minutes playing on the clock. North End 0, Sheffield United 1. Moylan in the goal for North End once again. This time he'll kick the right hand side and he'll look for Jon Macken. Here's Richard Cresswell. Cresswell scores for Preston North End, and it's Richard Cresswell who is the man who's found the target, silences the Blades fans on that cop end. Preston North End 1, Sheffield United 1.
What a finish! It looks second best to me, Howard, and that's been the difference.
And Sheffield United with one of the trademark set pieces. That will be comfortable for Tepe. He's got to roll it for Michael Keane, and he does do. Good enterprise from the young Irishman. Excellent play involving Edwards and Cresswell. Handball, there must be a penalty, and is. Handball clearly seen by the referee. Not missed a penalty this season, Graham Alexander. Is this to make it 2-1 for North End? Here he comes, and he scores. Well, Andy, you keep calling him the best penalty taker you've I've seen. He's giving you more evidence there. He's made the score Preston North End 2, Sheffield United 1.
What a good goal. Super finish again from Alexander. Blasted it in, but it was that man Cresswell again. Had to be a penalty for me, Howard.
Stephen Caldwell, Lewis Emmanuel and Gunnar Haller marshalling the front two of Preston North End in the form of Cresswell and Healy. North End starting the brighter in the second half. There's David Healy, knocks the ball into the penalty box towards Lee Cartwright, who beats his man. Crossed in by Alexander, deep towards Cresswell. Cresswell's there. It's a goal! It's the first goal of the game by Michael Keane. And it was a good play there by Richard Cresswell on the back post to knock the ball back towards Michael Keane, who had the easiest task of knocking the ball into an empty goal. We've played 2 minutes into the second half. Preston North End 1, Bradford City 0.
Adam Eaton concedes the throw. He's had an industrious game, Adam Eaton. He's not had a tremendous amount of work to do, but what he's done is he's had to do, he's done very well. Not the attacking force that Rob Edwards is for the club, but David Moyes won't bother about that as long as he does his defensive duties tonight. Raymond Vega all over Macken again, but Macken somehow has managed to work his way to the ball. Alexander picks up the pieces for North End, and he may well have a pop and goal. Graham Alexander, what a goal! Graham Alexander brings the house down at Teedale. That's one for the telly. North End 1, Watford 0. Chamberlain did not stand an earthly. What a strike! And there's going to be an equaliser. It is an equaliser, and that was Sean Gregan. Watford 1, North End 1. In it goes for Macken, on for Michael Keane, wider for Dixon Atuhu, and wider still for Alexander. In it goes, Macken's at the back post, he got a good contact, that will be a corner. North End's third of the evening. Here's Alexander, long post this time. Look, he's there from Dixon Atuhu. Met at the near post. Well, his first goal for the club, and boy did he take it well. North End 1, Wednesday 0. Alexander skids past his man, gets a good looking ball in. Here's Jon Macken, scores Jon Macken! That's the goal we wanted! Jon Macken off the transfer list and onto the score sheet. Preston North End 2, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Terrific finish from Jon Macken. Atuhu trying to thread it through for Keane, it doesn't come off. Chance here, Alexander's trying to close his man down, and Tepe was miles out of position there. Miles and miles, allowing number 7 Alan Quinn to bring Wednesday back into this contest. Dixon Atu, who has assumed that near post position that resulted in the first goal for North End. Alexander, well, this must be a goal. Yes, it's the young man, Paul Reed. He's making his debut tonight. He's capped it with a dream goal to make the score. North End 3, Wednesday 1. Corrad as well. On he goes for Dixon Atu, in on goal. It'll come for David Healy. Yes! David Healy makes it 4. Excellent work by Dixon Atu. And North End have the 4th. North End 4, Sheffield Wednesday 1. And Wednesday still threatening the North End goal. Adam Eaton's turn, chance here, and it's a penalty. Well, it was a bit of a theatrical dive from the captain Saltbed, but I think the referee probably evening things up. Efan Akoku against Tepi Moylan, and he's straight underneath Tepi. It's 4-2.
Binabi with the corner. Flown it near post, away by Cresswell. Healy. Oh, it's Paul touch from Healy, giving Man City a chance to attack again with a nice ball through to Huckabee. Looking for options. Well, that's a poor pass, and poor controlled by Berkovic, and he's been robbed by Edwards, and he's now looking for Jon Macken, who's clear on goal. Pearce is trying to close him down, but Jon Macken scores, and North End are in the lead. A superb goal from Jon Macken, created by Rob Edwards' persistence in robbing Ayo Berkovic, and Jon Macken, who scored at home against Man City from 45 yards out. This time runs 45 yards for coolly slightly past Weaver in the City goal. Pearce looking to whip this in, left-footed. Cresswell, oh, he's lost it to Wright Phillips! And Wright Phillips has found the back of the net with a volley past Tepi Moylan, and City are now back on level terms. It's a deep corner, and he's lost it. Tepi Moylan's lost it, and the referee has given the goal. Steve Howie turns away, punches the air, but Tepi Moylan is not happy. He felt he was fouled, but the referee has given the goal, and Man City now lead 2-1. Berkovic just got one chop ahead of him. Well, that's a nice ball through to Paolo, one shot. Gregan goes across to close him down. One shot with a strike, and what a goal from Paolo, one shot, and Tepi Moylan had never even seen it. It was a superb strike, right-footed from the pass from Berkovic, and City now lead 3-1. Alexander with a throw. Back to Alexander. It falls for Laketti. He's looking for Jon Macken. Good control from Macken to Healy. Oh, and Healy spotted Ian Anderson on the far side. This could be a chance for North End. Oh, what a finish from Ian Anderson. 18 yards out, he chipped the advancing Nicky Weaver. And North End now are back in this game. It all stemmed from David Healy's pass. He ran nicely for Ian Anderson, and he was coolness personified as he chipped the ball over the advancing Nicky Weaver. It's now Man City 3, Preston North End 2.
Regained the goalkeeping jersey in the last 6 games since David Lucas got injured. Lucas among the substitutes today. This is Ian Anderson.
Yeah, that's a little tussle to keep your eye on. He says no, I think he might have caught him, but I do think Anderson had overrun the ball. I don't think he was ever going to guess it other side of Stanic. But that's, if they can get a one-on-one develop like that, they might fancy Anderson just to test Stanic's ability to defend.
Anderson, who plays on the left but is happier on his right foot, so it's no surprise to see him in this position from the free kick. And Cresswell's there! And what a start for the First Division team! Richard Cresswell scores in the 9th minute!
Well, that's indicative of the good start they've had, Rob. It's a lovely delivery, but my oh my, what are Chelsea thinking about? Right in the middle of goal, 6 yards out. How on earth does he walk into a free header? Good movement, I'll give you that, but Marcel Desailly, or that's Babayaro, I think, just gets done with the movement across the face, into acres of space, no challenge. Cresswell's too good in the air to give him this sort of opportunity. Lovely header. There they go again. Cross the line and down the channel. Just his pace lacking there, but it's still a ball that Babayaro's had to deal with.
It's away to Dalabona, now Petit. Almost given away to Cartwright, but again Chelsea get away with it. And now Dalabona sets Hasselbank away. He's got the edge on Leketti here. Gregan comes across trying to cover, but Good Johnson scores. It's an equaliser. It's a much needed one for Chelsea. Good Johnson.
They've looked a little out of sorts. Stanic will now play ahead of Graham Lasso on that right-hand side. I see Zola's just trotting over. That's Lasso on the ball. That's the change he's made. I think he's right to as well. Stanic was having problems.
Good Johnson links up brilliantly. Hasselbank. 2-1 to Chelsea. Who else? Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. Preston's goalkeeper Tepi Moilanen has raced from one goal to the other to join the attack as they look for this equaliser, and doesn't get there. Stanic heads away. Moilanen has stayed in the penalty area though. He could be in trouble if they lose out here. The race is already on for him to get back to his goal, and Keenan can see that he still has a lot of ground to make up, so he's looking for Forssell, who's got in front of his man. Can he finish it off? Mikael Forssell! He has finished it off! Forssell with his 7th goal from the bench this season, and Moilanen caught out, having gone forward for the corner.
Alex Snotman is a Scottish under-21 international striker. Very small, as you can see, but very quick as well. Maybe he will just be feeding behind the big 2, muscular presence in front of him, as Norwich go looking for this goal. Towards Roberts! He's back with a goal! They have strengthened the squad in recent times, Norwich, so too Preston North End, with Dixon, the 2 who here tonight, and Good Johnson. They've only arrived in recent weeks. Oh my word, it's an unbelievable mistake by Moilanen. It's 2-0 to Norwich City. And I'll be honest with you, I've got no idea who scored it, because nobody is brave enough to claim it.
Well, I think it's Alexander.
Well, Ryan going for goal! 3-0. Nobody's booing now.
Down the line for Jon Macken. He comes across, it might find Adam, he will find Adam Eaton. who shoots, he might have another chance. Oh, brilliant save from Russell Holt. He tried it with the left foot, he tried it with the right foot, and a stunning save from Russell Holt. Edwards, decent looking ball in. A 2-2, a score! Dixon and 2-2 scores his second goal for the club and picked that one out. Well, it's been threatening and North End have the lead. Preston North End 1, West Brom 0.
Richard Cresswell has been clattered about 4 times now. He's going to have a few bruises tomorrow, that's for sure.
Appeals for handball not given. Now there's a chance. On for Cresswell. Oh, it's gone in. It's Darren Pearce. Richard Cresswell will try to claim it, but I'm pretty sure that will go down as an own goal. 34 minutes gone. Preston North End 1, Birmingham City 0.
Well, I said he was going to take a piece of luck, a piece of magic. The move was magic, he played well. Super ball from Good Johnson.
Lucas had to clear in a hurry. Lawrence, no one that far forward. Set from Alexander, that's very short, and Claridge is in, and Claridge is going to score for Millwall. What a soft goal. Graham Alexander had an absolute nightmare, and one of the easiest goals that Stevie Claridge will ever get. 28 minutes gone, Millwall take the lead, they don't deserve it. Bertram is back on for Millwall, and here he is straight away. Wide for Cahill. Lawrence. That's a useful delivery, a great header, and it's 2-0 to Millwall. Claridge gets his second. Oh, a classic centre-forward strike. Lucas absolutely powerless, just looked round and saw it bury in the top corner. Followed by Anderson. Might run here for Cresswell. Offside. No, it's going to count. Eliza went to put his flag up, and then he put it back down. And the goal is going to count for Preston. And with 7 minutes left, there is hope yet for David Moyes' side. David Healy, the scorer. Millwall just stopped for a second. Just there, but he looks onside. He certainly tucked it away well. It was played in beautifully by Cresswell. The side foot finish into the corner. And now we could have a rousing last 6 minutes.
McKenna looking something like his old self this afternoon. Long it goes for David Healy. He's got there, Healy, and he wins the corner. He was being fouled, 3 minutes on the clock.
Well, that was right in front of the linesman, because he certainly wasn't an assistant referee in that situation, that's for sure.
No, it's just a man with a flag in his hand there, wasn't it? Yeah, oh, it's it! It's Richard Cresswell. He dives low, and in the dying embers of the first half, North End had the goal they thoroughly deserved. North End 1, Rotherham United 0.
It was one white shirt moving in a sea of blue statues, wasn't it? It was unbelievable.
Forward it goes, and it's that man Leketi once again. I know you said McKenna was looking like a man of the match, but so too Chris Leketi, who's North End with some time in the middle of the park, but McKenna gives the ball away, and a real chance. This should be the equaliser, and is. North End give the ball away in the middle of the park. Rotherham have done absolutely nothing, particularly in the second period, but they're level, and that's an absolute bizarre goal for North End to give away. And he comes, heads to go up, Robbins is there, it's easy for the keeper, and Adam Eaton will pick it up for North End. The two who has a man on him, has done well. Here's McKenna. Here's Dixon, the two who. It's him! Cresswell scored a second. That's what we needed. Well, best time to strike back immediately. 24 minutes gone. Richard Cresswell gets his second. North End 2, Rotherham 1.
Well, it's just what it needed, straight back. Super football there. Right from one end to the other. McKenna an important part, but in Tuhu, power and skill there in creating the chance.
Tell us about that first goal, because you're putting your head where other people wouldn't have put their feet.
Yeah, Rob put in a great ball, to be honest, and I just tried to get on the end of it. Unfortunately, I did, and it started off quite well, and I think we deserved that goal the way we started.
And what were your feelings when they got the goal back in the second half?
Obviously disappointed, but our attitude here is go to the end, and that's what we did, and fortunately I managed to get the winner.
And tell us about that winner. Dixon Atuhu came storming through and you finished it off.
Yeah, I think I took it off Dixon's toes, but Dixon made a great run, and it just dropped from me nicely, and I managed to slip it under keeper.
Beresford on loan from Middlesbrough, and coming for this now. And he came here after Mikopoulos got an injury. It's a quick kick downfield. They know about the pace of Johnson. They're trying to exploit it, and Lucas has given it away, and it goes over his head and in. Moore has scored. He's taken the free kick quickly, and he's trying to get onto the end of the return. David Johnson! The smile's back on his face now, and he goes to his current and former manager Stan Turnance. Ituhu. Oh, it's a good cross in, and Anderson scores. Still time. 6 minutes plus stoppage time. Ian Anderson gives North End hope.
Well, it sets us up perfectly for a finale. Fabulous ball in by Atuhu. Great take by Anderson. Superb first touch. The ball just sitting up nicely. Great strike. Super goal.
And North End attacking the Kop end as it's Richard Cresswell who gets an early touch. Here's Anderson, who did make a big difference. Here's shot coming in. Oh, what a goal from Paul McKenna! Well, we played less than 30 seconds on the clock, and an absolute stunning strike from Paul McKenna, and he's returned to the side in spectacular fashion. Lucas clears well. Right idea from Cresswell, but not finding his man. There's Rodney Jack. Now then, can North End defend this situation? Here's Benricks going in on goal. He's done well, the young man. And it could be in. And it's in. It's the equaliser. Crewe have scored first time they've ventured into North End's half virtually, and it's a well-worked goal, and it's number 4 Kenny Lunt who's got his head to the ball, and it's North End 1, Crewe Alexandra 1. McKenna first there. Cresswell picks a loose ball up, runs at the defenders, past one man. He's done enough to find McKenna. wide for Ian Anderson, who's seen very little of the ball. Chipped in, Cresswell's in, great goal from North End, Richard Cresswell, well, picked that one up, a delightful ball in from Ian Anderson, and Richard Cresswell met it full on the meat of the forehead. North End 2, for Alexander 1. Well, that's a brilliant response from North End. Here's Rodney Jack going past his man now then. The defensive opened up, real chance, shot coming in, and it's there. They equalise it, and it's been coming, it's got to be said. North End have sat back and allowed that to happen, really.
Cresswell. Good support play from Edwards. Looks to get the cross in. Does McKenna, but it'll go for a corner, another corner to Preston North End. Corner is drifted out wide. Oh, it's a brilliant goal. McKenna the scorer. 8 seconds of the first half remain. It came in from the corner, and Paul McKenna drifted into the top corner. Foul on Palmer. Clare, Palmer. Oh, trouble. Palmer's in trouble. Cresswell's picked it up. He's got a chance, and he's scored. Preston double their talent. Mistake by Calvin Palmer. Cresswell had a run on goal. Nobody could stop him. And it's 2-0 to Preston.
First one was a spectacular effort, wasn't it?
Yeah, I came midweek, funnily enough. I'm not going to claim any credit for it, but I told Paul McKenna to just have a look at it because they're man-to-man mark in the box, and it worked out quite well.
The two-who goes the wrong way, really. Cartwright can't get there, but Alexander might. Good-looking ball in. Yeah, it's in from Clyde Wynard. Clyde Wynard has put North End into the lead. Preston North End 1, Portsmouth 0.
Magnificent! What a turnaround this second half. Brilliant goal. They ought to make this man pay.
Cartwright plays a good ball in for Wynard. Back to goal. Oh dear me, penalty. Had to be. What was he doing? There's no need to do that, Andy. He just needed to stand tall. Which way is it going? It's in! Graham Alexander does it again. We call him Mr. Reliability. And that's why. Preston North End 2, Portsmouth 0.
Well, it's their own stupidity, isn't it, Howard? Wynard it was again to me, Howard.
Down the left-hand side finds Bruce Dyer. Back to goal, but looking for some support. Barker giving a bit of space, looks to cross in towards Gorriant. It's in there! cross came in from Chris Barker on the left-hand side, and it was Dean Gore who managed to get up between the North End centre halves and plant a header into the top left-hand corner. Seppy Moore on the left, grasping for thin air. Ball knocked wide right to Dean Gore. Now Mulligan towards Naylor, and it's the second goal coming in from Bruce Dyer. The North End defence in disarray as the ball came in from Dean Gore. Flipped on by Cresswell, but Flynn's there as well. Jacko knocks it in towards Rankin, and now Michael Keane. Ball still bobbing around midfield with Paul McKenna. Now Michael Keane, edge of the box, looks into shape to shoot. Still Keane going. Ainsworth crosses in towards Wynard. He's there! Clyde Wynard pulls the goal back for North End. Good interchange of passes between Gareth Ainsworth and Michael Keane. Ainsworth crossed it towards the back post. Free header for Clyde Wynard. 21 minutes remaining. Barnsley 2, Preston 1. Come on, Preston.
And it'll be Graham Alexander to take. A very special day for Graham Alexander, playing against his hometown club. Didn't look to be anything special from Graham Alexander, but boy, he was very close to scoring direct from the corner kick there. Edwards. It's in! It's Clyde Wynard for North End. Wynard got ahead, just ahead of Dixon and Turu. 4 minutes gone, just short of 5. Perfect start for North End. North End 1, Coventry 0.
Perfect start, just what they needed.
This is where the first goal came. It's another one. It's Dixon and Turu this time. And the goalkeeper is running after the referee. I'm not sure what that is about, but North End have a 2-goal cushion. And it's Dixon and Turu this time. North End 2, Coventry City 0. The Lancashire Evening Post, the match sponsors today, giving the award to Gareth Ainsworth. I don't think anybody would disagree with it, but it's just there have been so many other candidates for the award. Delightful ball by Michael Keane for Richard Cresswell. He's got past one man. He's got a late back for Keane. It's a hospital ball. But it's in! Gareth Ainsworth scores for North End. 3-0, but a lunge from Safriers certainly puts Michael Keane flat on his face, but it was a fantastic ball in, and North End have the third, a deserved one. Preston North End 3, Coventry City 0. Wynard again. He's gone past one man. He's picked the ball up. He's looking for Richard Cresswell. He won't find his way through. Andy, man of the match, your nomination.
Well, just like you, Howard, let's just watch as Wynard what he does this time. It's a goal. It is a superb cross from Wynard. Found Cresswell. A flick on. Superb finish. Cresswell had to do work, Howard, and he did it well.
And Kalinko manages to gather. Poor clearance by Kalinko. All it means that North End now have chance to attack the Palace goal again. But Rubins dodges 2 challenges, breaks into the North End half. Here's Hopkin into the box, has a shot. Great finish! David Hopkin! As Alexander shapes to take this corner, right-footed, swings it in. Cresswell's a header! Just over the bar. Again, Richard Cresswell got above the Crystal Palace defenders. Got a good contact on the ball. but wasn't able to direct the ball where he wanted. And Palace look to break again with Rubins. Akinbaye's there this time! He makes it 2-0! Rubins went down the left-hand side, crossed the ball in towards Clinton Morrison, who miskicks it, but fortunately the ball fell for Adi Akinbaye. He wasn't going to miss. Crystal Palace 2, Preston North End 0.
Two in for the same ball, and lack of understanding. A real chance for Howard, clean through, and he scored for Nottingham Forest. Killer blow, well Andy. If that doesn't pep North End up, nothing will. But Forest have taken the lead. 29 minutes played. Forest 1, Preston North End 0. It's got to be an easy ball. It's played towards Healy. Healy's done well. Real chance, got to play a Rankin in. Yes! Martin Rankin finds the back of the net. Well, he's not known for his goal-scoring skills, but he finished like a veteran there. North End are back in it. North End 1, Forest 1.
Well, you've got to say the substitutions worked, Howard. David Healy, I thought, did superbly. Controlled the ball, lost his man.
Well, Andy, season finally drawing to a close, and that's a case that I'm sure, irrespective of North End's last 4 minutes, it's as you said at the start, it's been a good season. It could have been a lot better, as North End have a chance. Cresswell scored! Brilliant goal! David Healy made it with a terrific crossfield pass, and Richard Cresswell, North End's leading scorer, makes it 2-1. Preston North End 2, Forest 1.
Well, Healy's made a big difference, Howard. He's just had that bit of a shortness about him.
As a forward, you've just got to keep going, and you never know when you're going to get a chance, and they've put a fantastic ball in. I just had to get on the end of it, to be fair.
And personally, have you enjoyed this season?
Yeah, it's been fantastic. It's my first full season here, and it's been unbelievable. The fans have been great, as you can hear. It's been fantastic.